Good day, everyone. My name is Dr. Michelle D. Clark, and I'm the CEO and founder of Lift After Breast Cancer, where we empower the high performing female breast cancer survivor to live inspire free and transformed. And I am super excited to be before you today. We have a phenomenal announcement that we're going to be making today. But before we make that announcement, I got to tell you, I'll set the scene up for you. So, as you may or may not know, in March, we are having our third annual brunch for breast cancer survivors and supporters. That's not the announcement. That's something that we've had on social media for some weeks now. So I have an announcement I'm going to make this evening that is just absolutely amazing and so phenomenal. In addition, that we're having to the brunch this year. And I already knew that the third annual was going to be something special. I already knew that, you all. I already knew it was going to be something special because three, first of all, is my number, right? Three is my number. Oh, hey, I see some eyeballs turning on there. Hey, Deb, how are you? And so, yes, I already knew that this was going to be something that was going to be special because of the number three. It's my number. But also because of just how I have been seeing things manifesting. And I would say from the hard work, but it's not just the hard work, it's also the faith. So it's the faith with the works and putting it together. And that's when I've been seeing this manifestation. So I encourage you, I implore you to whatever it is that your dream is, whatever you've been wanting to bring to manifestation, I encourage you to just walk. It may seem impossible, but in the word impossible is I'm possible. And so again, excited to be able to share with you all this phenomenal news, the addition that we're going to have, who our guest speaker is going to be with our third annual Lift After Breast Cancer Brunch for survivors and supporters. And this is our celebration, elevation, transformation brunch. So I want to give you all a little bit of a background. So, yes, I am a breast cancer survivor. I had stage two invasive ductal carcinoma, and it was ER positive, HER2 negative. And with that, there was a lot of ups and downs and tops and turbies, things that I would never plan for. First of all, whoever plans to hear, get a phone call, ring, 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 ring. You know, you got breast cancer, right? That's how I heard my diagnosis. That's how it was delivered to me. So, no one, first of all, is expecting that. Second of all, you're not expecting what's coming next. I know I didn't. I didn't expect that I was going to have, or I say choose to have, right? Because they give you options. They give you the best options. They say for survival, and for me, they suggested having a mastectomy of my left breast, which is where the cancer resided. They gave me the option to do a bilateral. I chose to just focus on the girl that was presenting with the challenge. I said, let's just give her all the focus that she needs. And so before I continue on, thank you so much, Deb. I see her in the chat and sending this out to friends. So make sure, because I'm going to make the announcement shortly, but make sure you send this out to your family, your friends, your loved ones, so that they can hear not just my story, not just the announcement, but this can be impactful to somebody. And we never know. We never know who may be suffering in silence in a silo, who needs to hear this message today. So I'm going to share a little bit of my story, and then we're going to go right into the announcement, and then the opportunity for you to be able to participate. So again, so that way you or someone you may know or someone you love and care about will be able to participate in this as well, and find that celebration, that elevation, that transformation as a story. I heard those words in quite untraditional way, I would say. And then I had to move into action because my mom always taught me that when you're presented with a problem, you don't just sit in the problem, you now have to go into solution mode. So what are you going to do next? And so that's what I asked the doctor. I said, well, what's next, doc? No, I didn't know that, but what's next? And so what next was the mastectomy. And then after the mastectomy was the radiation therapy. And after radiation therapy, I wanted to reconstruct. I knew from the moment they said that they were going to do a mastectomy on my left breast, that I was going to lose one of my girls. I knew right away that I wanted to reconstruct. Didn't know how much of a challenge that was going to be. Prior to me having stage 2 breast cancer, I had two strokes 2 days apart. And the second one, I couldn't walk or talk or use my whole right side, but God healed me up. 1 year after that, that's when I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer at the age of 39. So fast forward the tape, waiting to have my reconstruction ready to go, and then I had a mini stroke. So then we had to wait. We had to wait. I had to wait yet again for this reconstruct that I had been waiting for. So finally, okay, recovered from the radiation therapy, recovered from the mini stroke, ready to get under the knife, had to wait some years to get out from that. Started the process in 2019. So, mind you, I was diagnosed in 2015. 2016 was when I had the mastectomy and underwent radiation therapy, rang the bell, was hoping to be well, but I was not. So much more of my breast cancer journey happened after they considered me or deemed me NED, right? Not no evidence of disease. So to move this along, it was so challenging because I finally got ready to reconstruct. Started the process in 2019. 2020, we all know what happened in 2020. COVID hit. COVID hit, and so had to delay. So I was mid reconstruct. So first I had to wait 3 years while I was flat and recovering. Then 3 years when I had one size bigger than the other one. It's like, can we get this right? Finally ready to go in on March 23rd of 2023. I'm like, oh, this is my date, 032323. Let's go. Get in, cap and gown on, ready to graduate to the other side of surgery, only to have the nurse come out and say, I'm sorry, Michelle, you have to put your clothes back on. You have COVID. I tried to plead with her, let her know, listen, I've thrown a false positive before. Please retest me. You'll see that it's another false positive. And unfortunately, they were not, they said they wouldn't do that. I had to leave. And I was devastated, absolutely devastated. I had to leave the hospital. Mind you, it was another false positive. I took multiple tests on my own and went to the health department. So they rescheduled me. And unfortunately, 10 days before that reschedule, I actually did catch COVID. Why is Murphy's on steroids in my life? Didn't understand that. Fast forward, third time's a charm. I told y'all three is my number, right? Third time's a charm, and I was able to have the reconstruct completed the last of the major surgeries. I had some revisions thereafter. But in that wait from March to August, in that 5 month pause, it gave me the time to stop running, stop doing things, stop pouring into others, and start pouring into myself. Because as we all know, you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. Hey, Cleopatra, I see you. Thank you for tuning in. So you can't pour from an empty cup. So I had this happen to slow me down. So now I can really lean into the gravity of what I experienced. 2 strokes, stage 2 breast cancer, mini stroke, complications with expander, complications with the reconstructs. Pause, 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 delay, but not denial. So I want to say to whoever is out there, if you feel as if the promise that is made to you, the thing that you've been craving and desiring, and you're working and you're going after it, and it seems like it's eluding you, it seems like it's so far away. Understand this: delay does not equal denial. Delay, your next is on the way. As soon as you get off this live, your next could be now. So keep going, keep going. That's exactly what I did. I kept going. And because of that, Lift After Breast Cancer was birthed. If it wasn't for that pause and the pain that made me pull out my passion and my purpose, we would never have Lift After Breast Cancer. So in those trials and tribulations, we're being strengthened. We're being fortified. The pathway is being cleared. It's being readied for us. If we get there too soon, we may not be ready. If we get there too soon, the things that we are meant to transition, that we're meant to transform, they may not be ready. It all comes together and works together for our good. But it doesn't happen if we don't put in the work and we don't put the faith behind it. So putting in the work, putting in the faith, meeting people along the way, being placed in my pathway. Let me tell you something. For our 3rd annual brunch, you all, and let me put this up here really quickly here. I meant to put this up here. So right now, so have you heard something big is happening? I'm sure that's why everybody's tuning in right now. See the eyeballs popping on. You're tuned in right now because you want to know what is this thing, Dr. Michelle, that you've been talking about? What is this thing? Who's going to be speaking at your third annual Lift After Breast Cancer Brunch? Who is it going to be? Let me tell you, there's so many people who've been impacted during our first brunch, during our second brunch, which happened last year, March 2nd. So we always do ours in March now because we turned that date of devastation into celebration and radiate out towards others. That's why we do ours in March, to commemorate that day, but not just commemorate it, but to celebrate it and elevate others and help them to reach their transformation. And during our brunches, we've had people who've given responses as that they felt beautiful, more beautiful than they ever felt in their life when they were in the community, when they were amongst us at the brunch. I've had women who stated that they hadn't had a mammogram in over 30 years, but after leaving the brunch, they went and got their mammogram. I had a young lady who said, I've always wanted to start a nonprofit and I've been putting it off for years, but now after leaving your brunch, I started my nonprofit. People are finding, they're experiencing, not finding, they're experiencing transformation when they come to this brunch. And for our third annual, I think you all are ready. Are you all ready? I don't know. Are you ready? If you are ready to find out who is going to be our guest speaker, who is going to grace the stage, who is this? Who's this person that's going to do that? I want you to put in the chat, we ready. Matter of fact, no, put lift. Put lift. Put lift in the chat. Lift, lift. Put lift in the chat if you're ready. I want to see some lifts coming in. I'm gonna take me a swig of drink. I'm gonna take me a swig real quick. And yeah, it's water. It's water, right? Let me see some lifts in the chat, y'all. Put the word lift in the chat. And this is being broadcast on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So let's get some lifts in the chat. And then we're gonna go ahead and announce who it's gonna be. Okay, I see some lifts starting to come in. I see some lifts starting to come in. Come on, give me a few more. Let me see. Share this out to some folks. Share this out to some people. Come on, give it to me. All right, I see them. I see them going out. I see them going out. All right, so without further ado, who we are having at our third annual Lift After Breast Cancer Brunch. So we're going to change the flyer from this. I'm sure you all have seen this flyer. Who is going to be our guest speaker? None other than Mr. Les Brown. Mamie Brown's baby boy, Les Brown, is our speaker for our third annual Lift After Breast Cancer Brunch. And I'm super excited about Mr. Brown, about Les Brown. You got to be hungry himself coming to grace our stage, a cancer survivor himself. Les Brown survived cancer himself, stage 4. And so we're super excited that as a survivor, as a prostate cancer survivor, that he is coming to speak. And this is near and dear to his heart, you all, because maybe Brown's son, he learned about his mom. He was in office at the time, holding a political office, when he received the phone call that his beloved adoptive mother, who raised him and his twin brother Wesley, was diagnosed with breast cancer. He received that phone call. And in that moment, there was no hesitation that he was going to leave the political arena to go home and take care of his Mamie. The woman who put her life on hold, who sacrificed her life to care for many, many children, including him and his twin brother. There was no way that he was going to put her in a home. There was no way that he was going to allow someone else to care for his mother. And he became a caregiver and stayed by her side. And when I had this conversation with Les, it's about to bring me to tears right now. I can't remember if it was his aunt, but whoever came to the door when he arrived, they opened the door and he heard his mom in the back say, "Who is that?" And they said, "It's Les. It's Leslie." And he heard his mom say, "I knew he would come. I knew he would come." And so, when I shared my story with Les Brown, we had those conversations. We had multiple conversations, and I asked him if he would come, if he would come and be the guest speaker at our third annual brunch. He didn't hesitate either. So I am super excited and over delighted to be able to share with you all international, world renowned motivational speaker and author, Les Brown, as our guest speaker. So I know you all want to come. I know you want to come, and this is available for near and far. I implore you to get your tickets today. I implore you to get your tickets today. Why? Because we know it's going to sell out. We know it's going to sell out. So yes, for our third annual, we have Mr. Les Brown as our speaker. So I implore you right now. We do have early bird special happening right now. Get your tickets. Do not delay. So let me put that up here now. So go to Lift Brunch 2026.eventbrite.com. Again, that is, let's do this here. I'm going to make this a ticker so it'll scroll for us. And you'll be able to see that. So get your tickets today. We have VIP and we have general admission. For VIP, we have our pink carpet photo shoot experience that I know you want to be a part of, and some other fun prizes and empowerment for our VIPers, in addition to getting an opportunity to meet with the vendors in advance and having a preferred seating. So, and we have general admission, and it's going to be phenomenal as well. So make sure you get your tickets now. There's 3 ways that you can participate. So first of all, first and foremost, of course, come, right? Come. So that's the first way you can participate. The second one is sponsor a survivor. Let a woman know that she is not alone. Let a survivor know that she is not alone in her journey, that you're going to support her along the way. So there's ways that you can sponsor a survivor to make sure that she can get in the room, especially those who have experienced financial toxicity by way of their survivorship. We don't want anyone to be locked out of this room. And then 3, promote your business. If you're a business owner, if you want to, if you're an individual, say, hey, I want to do a note or a message of encouragement, you can do that too. If you're a business and you want to promote your business, we have ways to do that too, through our digital ad that will not only play during the brunch, but also be sent out to all of the guests, VIP and beyond. It will be sent to all of the guests that will be in the room. All the survivors, supporters, dignitaries, everyone who will be in this room will get access to that digital ad book. So it's not and no shade intended. I know I've done this before and I feel bad for it, that there's been times I've gone and I had the paper version of a digital, of an ad book or program, and unfortunately I may have left it on the seat. Well, that's not going to be the case here. People are going to get to interact with your business by way of the digital ad. And come in the room, network, love on each other. If you are a survivor, this was curated for you. because I know what it feels like to ring the bell and not be well afterwards and have that rest of that journey to try to figure things out. And the reason we're doing this brunch, we're raising funds so we can roll out a program that is going to benefit survivors, giving them the opportunity to have coaching to help them through the most trying time in their life, along with professional on this side of the equator and probably the other side too. I'll say this, on this side of the Milky Way. In addition to that, a 5-minute legacy video to not commemorate them after they're gone, but to have a legacy while they're alive. So, super excited that Mr. Les Brown, Mamie Brown's baby boy Les Brown, is going to be in the house. So, I'm going to put this up one more time. Actually, here are the 3 ways to participate. Again, come, be in the house. 2, sponsor a survivor. 3, promote your business or have a warm message of encouragement. And all you need to do is go to Lift Brunch, LIFTBRUNCH 2026.eventbrite, and that's EVENTBRITE.com. So go to Lift Brunch 2026.eventbrite.com to get your tickets today to sponsor Survivor today or multiple survivors. We also have tables available, but go to the Eventbrite page, see where you fit in, and we look forward to having you. We look forward to having you in the house. Now, for those who may not make it into the country, I know that there's a lot of things that's happening out in the world today. We do have virtual viewing options available, so you can go to the Eventbrite page and check that out so you won't be left out as well. But all right, you all, I love you to life. Thank you so much for listening to my story. Thank you so much for being a part of this live and being a part of this announcement. Make sure you share this out so others can also see this after in the replay. And then when you watch this replay, if you're watching this right now and replay, speaking to you all, hashtag replay, make sure you put that out there and pass this along, because somebody may need to hear this and know about this that you don't know that they need it. Sometimes we just walk around with this mask on. I'm fine, I'm good, I'm okay. And unfortunately, telling folks that we're good keeps us from being great, keeps us from walking into our greatness. So, all right, I love you all to life. My name is Dr. Michelle D. Clark. I'm the CEO of Lift After Breast Cancer, where we empower you to live inspire free and transform. Love you all to life. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you all at our brunch, in person, virtual, and take care. I look forward to helping each and every one of you all to lead boldly in the boardroom and feel beautiful in your own skin. You deserve it. You matter. I love you to life. Take care. God bless.